And welcome back to the second game of the day, 2017 Women's Centrobasket Championship, where we see the visiting team from Puerto Rico versus Guatemala. Yesterday, Puerto Rico defeated Jamaica 90-44 as they had a great showing. They was very impressive on both ends of the floor, both offensively and defensively. Tegan, tell me what Guatemala is going to have to do to try to keep themselves in the games today.
Well, the number one thing that Guatemala has to make sure they do is to keep number 7 in the game, which is their brain, their engine, Miss Aldana. And she was the difference yesterday in keeping Guatemala. But we saw as soon as she went to the bench, Guatemala was out of sync, could not get in any type of flow. And she has to be on the floor at all times. But she is going to be in for a tough fight today because we pretty much have the MVP thus far in Puerto Rico in number 5 in a all-great, all-world performance yesterday with over 30 points, 7 assists, Rosado, and she has just been dominant, a floor general, so it's not going to be an easy matchup today for Guatemala.
And we have a little hell up in the game today. As you was talking prior to the game, we have a little wardrobe, not malfunction, but the rule in FIBA is all the team members have to be uniform. And we saw that all the Puerto Rican players have on red knee bands, but one of their players, Jones, have on a black knee band. So she's going to have to take that knee band off if she wants to play in today's game. And I think that's what the discussion is right now as far as her being able to play.
And yes, it might seem like a small thing, but what FIBA is trying to do is to keep everything uniform. And if your team wear red, you got to wear red. And if they wear white, you got to wear white. But everyone has to wear the same colors. And it might seem a little simple, but that's how you keep continuity, and that's how you keep everything flowing like a well-oiled machine.
Officials today, we got one from the U.S. Virgin Islands, one from the British Virgin Islands, and one from the Bahamas. As Puerto Rico wins the tip, Guatemala starts off in their man-to-man defense. Quick dish to the left side, and its first turnover of the game is by Puerto Rico. And here comes number 7 as she goes to the hoop.
This is an easy layup, but the hustle was there. And that's Aldana for Guatemala. She's the engine. She and Rosado, they're going to have a great matchup because these are two high-energy point guard. But rest assured, Puerto Rico passes the ball so well, cuts so well. That was a great penetration there, missed layup. Here comes Guatemala on the push, trying to get some easy offense. Lopez try a 3.
So both teams starting off slow so far as Puerto Rico was unable to connect on their first 2 possessions. Guatemala not able to connect on their first 2 positions. Still a 0-0 ball game. Puerto Rico with possession.
Guatemala come out in man-to-man. A lot of pressure. This is Hahn's double high ball screen. Here comes the down screen. And Perez knifing through. And that's one thing I noticed about this Puerto Rican team. They're not just an outside shooting team, see? They also penetrate the paint, penetrate the kick, and they do have some athletic finishers.
They have all the tools of a good team, inside, outside, a well-coached team. Look at the ball spacing. And Rosado takes her first shot of the game. She's unsuccessful.
Good help defense that time by Puerto Rico, cutting off the lane. Here comes a 3 by Melendez. No good. Oh, will that shot count? Because there was the same time with the whistle. And the shot was good, see. It was simultaneous call right there. Foul and the shot at the same time, and Puerto Rico is on the board, 3-0. Rosado, and that's the vision of a great point guard. She wanted that shot to go to number 22 because she had a player at the left that was wide open, but she was looking for the better shooter and the better option. And not because you're open means you need to shoot every shot, and that's good understanding.
Guatemala still trying to get on the scoreboard.
Here comes a drag, double high ball screen. It was very well done. And the second chance opportunity, and that happened because you had a very good screen from the two bigs. Oh, look at Mazzardo. She now have him in the washing machine.
This is going to be a great matchup between her and Aldana from Guatemala. Both of them are very, very quick with their ball.
Very shifty, very crafty.
Again, T, Guatemala not rattled with the bigger, more experienced Puerto Rican team. They're still trying to run their sets, turn over that possession.
And Puerto Rico on the run out. They got a 3-on-2 opportunity, or probably should have taken that shot. No one committed. And Guatemala now has an opportunity, 1-on-1. And the foul. A bit of a slow offensive start to the game, but the speed of the game is picking up as the game is getting open and stretched. Guatemala last night played a lot of on-ball pressure defense, so there's a lot of opportunity to have a penetration to the basket, a lot of backdoors opportunity. And a great passing team like Puerto Rico will definitely take advantage of those type of mishaps.
Again, Puerto Rico, well-oiled machine. They looked very good yesterday.
Puerto Rico go into their shuffle cut type of offense. Nice penetration, as we mentioned. There's going to be a lot of penetration in this game because just the type of style Guatemala likes to play. Good extra pass.
Beautiful ball movement from Puerto Rico. And look at Aldana
go.
go.
Because she changed direction. Oh, this little thing is tough. She's not easy. She challenged the trees of Puerto Rico, paid the price a little bit, but you just saw it right there. She can change direction, a little hesitation, going to her left, and she's gone. She's faster than she looks, see.
And that's not going to stop her from coming at the big tree. She's a tough, tough player.
Now, she's the engine. She has to stay in the game for Guatemala to even have a sniff of a chance. First shot good by Aldana. Guatemala starting strong early. Tie game. There's that.
Aldana picking up full court, and Rosada. They're going to go back and forth all game.
Yes, sir. This is a double high ball screen. Here comes the down screen pick down. Puerto Rico content to moving the ball around. Nice crossover by Perez. Penetration and kick. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Sardo extra pass, knowing the clock's in ahead. And a lot of people would get very nervous and try to throw up some wild shot, but she had the shot clock in her head and knew she could make that extra pass. And that's a sign of a great point guard right there, see. Here comes the DHO. High ball screen, nice slip.
Beautiful drop pass by Guatemala.
And Puerto Rico is off to the races.
Rosado.
Nice pass, wide open. Straight line drive. And as they say in Puerto Rico, se va a seguir. And sure it is. That's what Puerto Rico does. They make the right play.
They make the extra passes. They stretch your defense out. Their spacing is great. Guatemala with a little weave going on out top.
Aldana no good on that three. Puerto Rico is on the horse again, looking for that early offense. And that's what a lot of teams in this tournament needs to do. You have to push the ball and try to get some easy one. Another three by probably the player of the tournament. They're starting to find their rhythm, see. 14-6, Puerto Rico.
They're going to have to stay home a little bit more and stop helping on those balls that's going down to the post. This is a team that you can't really double and help off of.
A beautiful move that time right there by Vasquez for Guatemala. But right back at you, got to get back. There's Puerto Rico pushing the pace, trying to get an easy layup. Now the defense is out of whack and another wide open three. And that's what happens when you push the pace.
Look at the poise. Look at the experience.
Now double high ball screen. Here comes a down screen, wide open at the top. And Perez looking to survey the court. That's going to be a kick out. And there's a perfect offensive possession. Just missed the shot. Guatemala now pushing the pace with numbers. Here comes the hesitation. Oh, this guard is tough, but that's the size that time. And Zardo now is on the horse. Left hand pass, beautifully done, and the layup is there. She makes it look so easy. See?
Sees the floor very well. Started the fast break. Was able to get her teammate an easy bucket.
And she make these passes at the right time. It's not about just passing it. It's on time, on target passing that is at the right time. And that shot, she was not balanced for that shot right there. And she's on the horse again. And somebody's open at the right side, wide open for a three. And she found her. As you can see, it's going to be tough for Guatemala to stay in this game. They're all out of whack right now. Definitely need a timeout.
Rosado IQ is so good, and here she comes. Aldana against Rosado. Great defense.
Ooh. And she took the offensive
read
foul. She read that in and out.
Read it perfectly. She was able to guess where she was going, was able to get there before Aldana got there, was able to get the charge.
And like we said last night, Rosado is out. She's probably pretty much one of the best players in the tournament. But this number 12 for Puerto Rico, boy, she's not easy either. She got a lot of shifts in her, a lot of flash, a lot of skip to Baloo type of flair. I love her game. And she has fun when she plays. And here she goes, just into the game. A hesitation. All right, she's going 1 full high.
Puerto Rico starting to set into a nice rhythm. Also in the game is Gonzalez, number 11. She had herself a wonderful game last night.
Yeah, she's a very good shooter. Now in the game, a wide open layup that time. She misses an easy one. Probably too easy for her that time, see.
And as I called her name, she tried to score it.
Here comes Guatemala version of the horns. But you can see, unlike Puerto Rico, everyone for Guatemala, when they run that horns, is on top of the three-point line.
Beautiful move inside by the Guatemala forward, as she was able to wheel her way around Jones for the nice deuce.
Dive. Stepping on the line. Well, Quinones took too long to dive that time. That was her fault. She definitely saw the double team, and as soon as your man go to double, you got to dive hard to the basket. You got to lay up every time. So that's one mental lapse right there from Puerto Rico. Here comes a double high ball screen once again.
Aldana have to do a better job of running those players off of that screen. Use the screen.
Yes, it was not a good enough job, and she ran right into Jones, and you know Jones ain't no easy. She got some big old cookies. A good hustle by Lopez. And Puerto Rico now is on the horse. Here comes Solomon. Jones now baseline. Got lucky there that time, Jones. Had to get that ball out. Well, despite all that, see, it's only 16-10.
Again, I'm impressed with this Guatemala team. They take a punch in the jar and they keep ticking. They keep coming. They're playing with some confidence. Although Puerto Rico is going to keep throwing it at them. They seem to still be focused in this game.
And definitely, Guatemala is not going to give up. They play hard. They came to play. They're not here on no vacation. All the way from Central America, right here in the beautiful St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, and they're enjoying the sun, the sand, the beaches, but they came to play. Here comes Horns again. Nice kick out to Quinones, free throw line jump shot. Guatemala trying to get some easy ones.
Puerto Rico is all over. Defense starting to pick up out. You've seen a lot more active hands.
Oh, that's a beautiful move that time. Sweeping left layup by Guatemala. That was well done by number 8. Gonzalez was very tough, but right back at you, Solomon, pushing the pace.
And
And here comes our favorite player. Here she goes. So smart, so smooth.
She's already so low to the ground. She keeps the dribble low. And she's very quick and nifty.
One of the best exciting players to watch. No, that's very bad. Jones now is on her horse. She's going all the way. Nobody's getting this. Jones.
That's a freight train coming at you.
Yes, sir. That's bully ball. 50 seconds. First quarter, 16-12, Puerto Rico by 4. Like we mentioned before, Guatemala is not a team that you can take it lightly. They play hard, and they came to play. And 2 shots for Puerto Rico. No good on the free throw. Jones will shoot one more. And second shot is good. 17-12, Puerto Rico by 5.
Minute left in the first quarter, but Guatemala still very much into this game. Here comes a double up top. Guatemala doing a good job of relieving that pressure. Here comes Gonzalez.
Oh, nice change of direction that time. Here comes the high screen right off the fast break. That's the best time to do a pick and roll. Here comes their drive and kick game. Solomon got a little lucky there. She got away with a little walk.
And I think we could already tell the refs are calling this one a little bit more tighter than they did the last game, as we've seen a couple touch fouls this game already. First one good. 19.3 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Puerto Rico 18, Guatemala 12. Guatemala with the timeout as they try to regroup and come up with some kind of play for this last 19 seconds. Let's see what they come up with.
Out of bounds on for Guatemala. They're going to set up in a box set. Trying to get the ball in. They does. Now if they break this pressure, they can get numbers. They do. Oh, she shot a jump shot. Probably not the shot they wanted with a 3-on-1 opportunity. And now Puerto Rico has the same opportunity. And here comes the three.
Well, Guatemala looked up that possession as they shot the ball definitely too early, giving Puerto Rico another possession to score. A situation like that, you want to run the clock down a little more so you can probably have the last possession. Nevertheless, it's Puerto Rico 19, Guatemala 12. End of the first quarter. We'll be right back.
Los 16 mejores equipos de las Américas disputarán clasificatorios Américas para la Copa del Mundo de Baloncesto FIBA 2019 a lo largo de 6 ventanas que clasificarán a 7 equipos para la Copa del Mundo que tendrá lugar en China en 2019. En la primera ronda de los clasificatorios Américas, los 16 equipos se dividirán en 4 grupos de 4 equipos cada uno. Cada equipo se enfrentará a los otros 3 de su mismo grupo en casa y de visita, en las 3 primeras ventanas, con 2 partidos jugados en cada una de ellas. Estas ventanas serán en noviembre de 2017 y febrero y junio de 2018. Los 3 mejores equipos de cada grupo pasarán a la segunda ronda, donde se sumarán otros 3 mejores equipos de otro grupo. Todos los equipos continuarán con los resultados de la primera ronda. Estos 12 equipos jugarán en casa y de visita 3 ventanas, en septiembre de 2018, noviembre de 2018 y febrero de 2019. Los 3 mejores equipos de cada grupo, junto con el mejor clasificado de los equipos en la cuarta posición, disputarán la Copa del Mundo de Baloncesto FIBA 2019.
We're back to live action. I am Kevin, the voice shepherd, and alongside my boy sidekick Calvert White, 2 former captains of the Virgin Islands senior men national team. And we are your commentators for these games, and we're enjoying you are here listening to us. I'm hoping you're enjoying our commentary. Three-pointer goes down for Perez.
And it's a big difference from watching the last game to this game. As we can see, Puerto Rico definitely has some outside shooters.
And that's the key right there. You just said it. The outside shooting is going to allow the driving lanes and the penetration lanes, because the defense has to extend to defend that three-point line. It makes penetration easy. It makes spacing easy because of that fear of that outside shot. Once again, here comes another outside shot from the down screen. 2-dribble pull up at the elbow, something we practice every time as point guards and 2 guards.
And she just gave up a good shot to get a great shot.
The understanding of this Puerto Rican team is just so high. The IQ, the mentality, the focus. Look how number 2 for Puerto Rico ran that floor to open that space. Santos.
Here comes Aldana. She's going to push it towards you. Look at the IQ. Oh,
nice pass, beautifully done, but the rejection. But you can definitely see the skills in Aldana. See, you said it. She understands what's going on the court.
She knows the game. She definitely knows the game.
This should be a back screen. Flash to the ball. Dribble handoff. Picked up her dribble too quickly right there, see, and that's what you call a pressure pass. She didn't have an option. She just wanted to get the ball out of her hands, and it's a turnover.
Puerto Rico now starting to turn up the heat.
Rosado back in the game, see. Aldana and Rosado. What a matchup this is. Double high ball screen. Dribble handoff. Here comes the down screen. Double pick. and a single on the other side. One dribble to the basket.
I'm surprised Santos didn't take that shot as they was.
She did. She had a
back
wide
up
open
her.
shot. I guess she preferred the penetration, and that's what Rosado is telling her right now. You had a wide open shot. Shoot it. Placido back in the game. And Santos out, probably thinking about that last play. Probably should have shot it.
Being taken out of the game for not shooting that shot.
Shoot or shoot. You open, you got to shoot. Double high ball screen. Puerto Rico is double teaming that. And that has been Puerto Rico forte with this whole game. When you come off that horn screen, they're going to double you.
And the Guatemala players got to look for that pass wide to dive into the rim because she's going to find you. But you got to be ready to catch it.
Jones ready to play bully ball out here.
Not a great foul at all. Timeout, Guatemala.
Side out for Guatemala. Set up in a box set. Coming off the DHO. Double high ball screen. Puerto Rico trapped it once again. Nice slip though by Guatemala. Good adjustment. And that's what you call understanding what's going on. And that was well done by Guatemala.
Ten-point game. Guatemala still fighting.
Guatemala switches to a zone C versus a good shooting team. Very active.
Aldana. She's going to come at your throat.
Oh, look at the runner.
Flotadora.
Yeah, she tried that from a little too deep. But it was there. Probably needed one more dribble. Nice extra pass in the corner. Here comes the corner three versus the zone.
It's going to be tough for them to play a zone against a great shooting team such as Puerto Rico. They're going to have to hope for some misses.
A nice penetration that time. But one thing is evident that I'm seeing in Puerto Rico's armor, they are giving up a lot of dribble penetrations. So they can be drive upon. They stay in a 1-3-1 zone. Here comes the trap, extra pass to the other side. No, that Guatemala played that possession very well. But couldn't get the rebound. But that 1-3-1 is just kind of giving Puerto Rico a little bit of problems right there.
They kind of get Puerto Rico confused on that 1-3-1. They not sure where the open shooter is. Guatemala doing a good job of showing hands, making the defense big. Let's see how long they can stay in it.
The shots are still there for Puerto Rico, but you don't really see too many 1-3-1s in international basketball. I think that probably threw a mental wrench in Puerto Rico's armor right there.
Hey, whatever works. If you can throw something at the wrench at them and they're not real comfortable at it, go for it.
the double high ball screen. They trap her again. Aldana is either going to have to split that or bounce that back to relieve that pressure, but she just can't dribble straight into the double team. You can split it, or you can bounce it back and relieve that pressure and get that ball out quickly. Nice dive. Puerto Rico is working the corners in the 1-3-1 and dive into the basket at the same time. But Guatemala is playing that D pretty well now. But here comes the savior. Rosado from way downtown.
Sometimes you got to know your personnel. The defense was very good, but you know you got to cheat over on Rosado a little bit. That's not the one you want shooting the ball.
Definitely. Another turnover by Guatemala. Guatemala is playing hard, but their offense is so hard to get to. It's going to be tough to stay in this game. They stay in the 1-3-1. Screen on the 1-3-1. The pass is there in the corner. Wide open for a three. The understanding is there from the Puerto Ricans.
Extra pass, beautiful ball movement, spacing is great.
Nice cut. Oh, that was well done by Guatemala. Curling off the top. That was well done. Rosado pushing the pace now. She's on the horse. One more pass. That shot netted. That shot should have went to Gonzalez that time. But not a bad look.
Guatemala's going to have to start putting some bodies in these Puerto Rican defenders. Can't allow a team this good to get second chance points.
Definitely. And like we said, they're still in striking distance. They're only down by 10. They're playing very tough, and the switch into the 1-3-1 has really slowed Puerto Rico down, I must admit. They're still getting the same looks, but they're not knocking them down. The hands are a lot more active. Here comes another three. And Puerto Rico is just a little bit off with the three-point shots. The 30-20, Puerto Rico still up by 10. 5 minutes, 4:29 before the half. Out of bounds on it for Puerto Rico. Setting up in a line set. Coming off a curl, down screen. That's a, oof. She's got away with a foul right there. But nevertheless, it's a defensive stop by Guatemala.
Guatemala doing a great job exposing this Puerto Rico team to the 1-3-1. Maybe the other countries are looking at this and seeing that they can extend the defense with the 1-3-1 and kind of rattle them a little bit.
Well, this is where Puerto Rico gets lethal now. They're on the fast break. The defense can't set up into the 1-3-1. And that's where Puerto Rico is going to defeat any type of defensive strategy. Pushing the ball, get it up the floor. Nobody knows their position. Get easy shots. Nice pocket pass right there. There's no spacing right there for Guatemala. Not a good possession. And that's what I mentioned. Once you see Saldana is not on the court, they have a lot of problems trying to get into their offense, see?
Definitely, she's the floor leader, the floor general out there. Without her out there, they're a little lost. No spacing, no kind of continuity. Let's see how long they're going to keep her on the bench.
One thing Puerto Rico got to understand in that 1-3-1, if you catch that ball in the corner, you're going to be trapped almost every time. You got to make your decision quickly, be ready to shoot, or make that pass to that cutter, or else you're going to get trapped. That time, number 25 for Puerto Rico was not ready. Quinones was not ready for that pass. And just like that, Solomon was. Not a good stop by Guatemala. They're still trying to push the pace. Nice backdoor play. That was beautifully done. That's great understanding.
And that's what you got to do when a team is pressuring you so much, to relieve that pressure. Get some backdoors, some V-cuts, relieve some of that pressure off your team.
Yeah, definitely. That's always the antidote for pressure defense. Backdoors. You lift the whole defense and you backdoor them at the wings. And that was well done by Guatemala. Out of bounds honor for Puerto Rico. Here comes the curl around. Extra pass to the corner. And the three goes down for Puerto Rico.
Perfect execution out of bounds. As this Puerto Rican team, I'm very, very impressed by the way they move the ball.
They don't hold it. And it's not lazy passing. It's strong, stiff pass right into the pocket of the shooter. So you don't have to reach anywhere. Just catch it and shoot. A lot of people sometimes don't understand. The pass is just as important as the shot. A good pass will be a good shot. Velasquez will try her three. No good. Gonzalez now in the push. Working the corners. Ball got to reverse to the next side. Now into the corner. Oh, Salman tried a three instead. Probably a little bit impatient that time. Probably should have made that extra pass.
She had Gonzalez wide open in the corner.
That's a tough shot.
Tough shot, tough possession. Great defense by Guatemala. Better shot by Puerto Rico.
That's just great offense right there. Guatemala still trying their penetration and kick game. That's a nice pass to the corner. Puerto Rico now pushing, trying to catch Guatemala before they set up. Reverse it, no one's there, wide open three, and that's what you call easy basket, simply because they push the basketball up the floor. That's why it's so important to try to get some easy basket, pushing the ball up the floor. Nice screen that time. And when you set a good screen, you're open. And that's the theme of this tournament. You set a good screen, you're going to be open. Great screen that time by Velasquez for Guatemala.
And Puerto Rico is not just pushing the ball to get it up the floor. They're pushing the ball to score.
Definitely.
If they get that secondary offense, they get up the floor. If you don't come out and stop that ball, they're going all the way to the basket.
And that's very key. See, they are trying to score in every possession, pushing it, forcing you to have to stop the ball. And the more you lose concentration due to tiredness, it just opened the lanes for Puerto Rico.
Great help side defense by Puerto Rico. Defender got caught with a hand in the cookie jar.
(39-25), Puerto Rico. You got to finish quarters, and it's something I don't understand with a Guatemala coach. Every time 2 minutes remain, he always has his best player on the bench.
And he doesn't just rest her for a minute, 2 minutes. She's on the bench for 3-4 minutes, and I don't understand.
And
maybe her conditioning is not up to par. She looks like she's in great shape to me.
Yeah, the same to me. And they're losing points when she's on the bench. I mean, you could be down by 8 or you could be down by 13. It's a big difference. Well, Guatemala should hold for the final shot here. Down by 13. Probably going a little bit too early. Nice slip right. Oh, beautiful move. Oh, that was well done by Velasquez. But like I said, they shot it too early, see. And now Puerto Rico's going to get the last shot and an easy layup. And oh, she missed it. But that will happen when you take the shot too quickly. It leads for another opportunity for a great team. But as your thoughts for the first half, C?
Well,
what you
Guatemala, again, like I said, I'm still very impressed with them. They're losing this game, but they're showing a lot of heart, a lot of fight in them. They're a little undermanned right now, but I just can't quite understand why the coach would sit his best player on the bench as much as he's doing. On the other end, Puerto Rico, they're doing all the things that they did yesterday. The ball movement is great. The spacing is great. And of course, they're knocking down threes. They're going to be tough to beat.
Well said. So we'll be back for the second half. Great game of basketball right here. St. Thomas Virgin Islands 2017 Women's Central Basket.
Los 16 mejores equipos de las Américas disputarán clasificatorios Américas para la Copa del Mundo de Baloncesto FIBA 2019 a lo largo de 6 ventanas que clasificarán a 7 equipos para la Copa del Mundo que tendrá lugar en China en 2019. En la primera ronda de los clasificatorios Américas, los 16 equipos se dividirán en 4 grupos de 4 equipos cada uno. Cada equipo se enfrentará a los otros 3 de su mismo grupo en casa y de visita, en las 3 primeras ventanas, con 2 partidos jugados en cada una de ellas. Estas ventanas serán en noviembre de 2017 y febrero y junio de 2018. Los 3 mejores equipos de cada grupo pasarán a la segunda ronda, donde se sumarán otros 3 mejores equipos de otro grupo. Todos los equipos continuarán con los resultados de la primera ronda. Estos 12 equipos jugarán en casa y de visita 3 ventanas, en septiembre de 2018, noviembre de 2018 y febrero de 2019. Los 3 mejores equipos de cada grupo, junto con el mejor clasificado de los equipos en la cuarta posición, disputarán la Copa del Mundo de Baloncesto FIBA 2019.
The 16 best teams in the Americas region will play the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 Americas qualifiers during 6 windows to qualify 7 teams for the FIBA Basketball World Cup China 2019. In the first round of the Americas qualifiers, the 16 teams will be divided into 4 groups of 4. Each team will face the other 3 in their group on a home and away basis over the first 3 windows, with 2 games being played in each window. These windows will be in November 2017, February 2018, and June 2018. The top 3 teams from each group will progress to the second round, where they will join 3 teams from another group. All teams will carry over the results from the first round. These 12 teams will then play home and away games over another 3 windows in September 2018, November 2018, and February 2019. The top 3 teams from each group, along with the 4th best team, will qualify for the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019.
Los 16 mejores equipos de las Américas disputarán clasificatorios Américas para la Copa del Mundo de Baloncesto FIBA 2019 a lo largo de 6 ventanas que clasificarán a 7 equipos para la Copa del Mundo que tendrá lugar en China en 2019. En la primera ronda de los clasificatorios Américas, los 16 equipos se dividirán en 4 grupos de 4 equipos cada uno. Cada equipo se enfrentará a los otros 3 de su mismo grupo en casa y de visita, en las 3 primeras ventanas, con 2 partidos jugados en cada una de ellas. Estas ventanas serán en noviembre de 2017 y febrero y junio de 2018. Los 3 mejores equipos de cada grupo pasarán a la segunda ronda, donde se sumarán otros 3 mejores equipos de otro grupo. Todos los equipos continuarán con los resultados de la primera ronda. Estos 12 equipos jugarán en casa y de visita 3 ventanas, en septiembre de 2018, noviembre de 2018 y febrero de 2019. Los 3 mejores equipos de cada grupo, junto con el mejor clasificado de los equipos en la cuarta posición, disputarán la Copa del Mundo de Baloncesto FIBA 2019.
The 16 best teams in the Americas region will play the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 Americas qualifiers during 6 windows to qualify 7 teams for the FIBA Basketball World Cup China 2019. In the first round of the Americas qualifiers, the 16 teams will be divided into 4 groups of 4. Each team will face the other 3 in their group on a home and away basis over the first 3 windows, with 2 games being played in each window. These windows will be in November 2017, February 2018 and June 2018. The top 3 teams from each group will progress to the second round, where they will join 3 teams from another group. All teams will carry over the results from the first round. These 12 teams will then play home and away games over another 3 windows, in September 2018, November 2018 and February 2019. The top 3 teams from each group, along with the 4th best team, will qualify for the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019.
Welcome back to the second half of the Puerto Rico-Guatemala game. As we can see, Puerto Rico shooting 7 for 23 for 30% from beyond the arc. Guatemala 0 for 2, 2-point percentage. Guatemala shooting 10 for 30 for 30%. Puerto Rico at 38. Let's see how Guatemala adjusts at the halftime. You know they got to cut down on some of Puerto Rico's three-point shooting. Back in the game, Aldana. Let's see if she can lead her team back to a victory.
Well, as you saw from the stats, see, 7 for 23. Puerto Rico is getting a lot of three-point shots. They're just not knocking as many down as they did last night, but the shots are there. They just got to start knocking some of them down, and this game will be over with, but Guatemala is not going to give up. Coming out first shot is the air ball.
So Guatemala first possession, they scores and get a stop. Good start for them. Let's see if they can add to that.
Guatemala trying to get in some type of offensive set, but if number 7 doesn't have the ball, it doesn't. Oh, nice crossover. Oh, that was well done by Aldana that time. She saw the screen coming and she crossed over Rosado. Not able to hit that elbow jump shot, but very intelligent player. Very, very intelligent player. Super impressed. In comes Puerto Rico now, Rosado. And it looked like Guatemala's going to stick with that 1-3-1, see?
It was very successful for them at the ending of the half. Puerto Rico hit about 2 threes off of it, but they look very comfortable, very good doing that. But they're going to
just
have
as
to
we
get
said
in
that.
the
Straight on 3. Oh, she stepped on the line. It's a 2. It's a long 2. Coaches hate that. When you step on the line for a 3-point shot, coaches hate that. Here come a side screen clear out. Nice penetration, but the angle was not there for that shot. No, Velasquez, that's a tough, tough runner.
Not a good possession by Guatemala.
And here comes Puerto Rico. This is what Puerto Rico does very well, transition. They will push the pace. You can't get to set your defense up, and somebody's going to get a wide open shot. And here comes Rosado. Probably not the player you want to be shooting, but she was off that time. Remember, shot clock only reset to 14.
Great blocks out by Guatemala. That
excellent blocks out. Puerto Rico getting the shot, but they're just not knocking them down, just like last night. Every game is different, see? Every game is different. Nice penetration kick right there by Perez. Here comes another penetrate. And they're going to get a three-point play the hard way as Melendez put her head down and went straight to the basket.
Melendez is very athletic. Very good wing player. She goes aggressive to the basket, gets the contact and the foul.
Old-time fashion three-point play. Now Puerto Rico is going to extend the pressure. But this is going to be a tough little guard to trap. Look how fast she is. I'm telling you, she's faster than she looked. And she made all that happen.
Right place. 3 defenders come in and just sheer speed, able to break the press.
I'm telling you, she's faster than she's looked. She knows what she wants to do, where she needs to go. Forces the defender to commit and made a beautiful bounce pass. Aldana. Well, she's making Guatemala very proud.
A 14-point lead by Puerto Rico.
Staying in that 1-3-1. Let's see if Puerto Rico figure out this 1-3-1.
Look at the ball movement.
Nice extra pass, but that's not the right place to penetrate on the 1-3-1 that time. Yeah, definitely you don't want to go baseline towards the trap unless you have a definite dive, a wide open shot, and Melendez probably should have taken that wide open jump shot she got from Rosado. Nice ball reversal.
One thing Guatemala has done very well this game is they're definitely getting dribble penetration. They're not finishing on a lot of those plays, but they're getting into the paint.
And when you dribble penetrate, you put a lot of emphasis on defense and the officials, because you're putting your head down and you're taking it to the basket every time, just like that. You're putting a lot of pressure on the defender, and you're forcing the official to either make a call simply by being aggressive. That's what it's all about. 4 seconds on the shot clock. This might be a wheel play right here. That's not a good screen at all.
Look at Jones. Jones just using that body, and she's able to get through that screen.
Yeah, I'm thinking the young lady for Guatemala was very intimidated setting that screen on Jones. See, she just ran right by Jones. She didn't want it, no part of her. She ain't want none of that. She didn't even touch Jones on that screen. She passed the. That's a nice pass right there by Gonzalez.
Beautiful shot by Santos, as she's now starting to warm up.
Well, they're getting the short corner shots. They're making them instead of the threes, so Puerto Rico is smart enough to take their jump shots inside. That person should have dived to the corner for Guatemala. She didn't create the angle to get back that pass. After you make that pass from the wing and the defense go double, you either cut or you go all the way to the corner to get their return pass.
Puerto Rico sensing that Guatemala don't have quite the shooters that they have. They're starting to double a lot of those ball screens.
And right now is really danger time for Guatemala. This is where Puerto Rico like to turn up the pressure, turn up the heat, and they can turn this game right now into a 20-point, 30-point blowout. So Guatemala got to keep staying poised, stay focused, keep playing hard, but make good decisions. And that's a perfect example right there, pushing the ball, trying to get something early, and Guatemala was not set, but unfortunately the ball rimmed out. And Puerto Rico is on the horse again, and this is going to be a easy pull-up for Rosado. She's just so calm, so smooth. She knows what she wanted to do. Just an excellent point guard.
Initial idea was to go to the hole. She lost control of it and decided to take the pull-up jump shot. Switch for two.
I don't know about that shot right there by Guatemala. Probably not the shot the coach wanted. That was a supremely difficult shot. Look at that. Look at the pass. Just that little pass got number to a wide open shot, because Rosado didn't even hold it. As soon as she touched it, it was out. The ball can always move faster than the players see.
Ball
Every
rotation.
coach will tell you, move the ball. And now you can feel the danger time now, see? You can feel it. It's probably not the right decision for the pass right there from Rosado. That ball should have went to number 11 on the left wing.
Puerto Rico starting to make their push. As you said, this is danger zone for Guatemala, as Puerto Rico is starting to feel it, starting to get easy buckets. Guatemala got to be careful they don't get the blowout. Timeout on the floor.
And we're back to live action C. 50-32 Puerto Rico.
And Puerto Rico starting to make a push the last 2 minutes, getting some key turnovers, pushing the ball, getting some easy buckets. Let's see if Guatemala can stop the bleeding.
Nice inbound right there. The Guatemalans, they don't want no part of Jones for Puerto Rico. None.
Jones just playing bully ball. And she's just physically bigger and stronger than the Guatemala players.
That's right there. That's another nice pocket pass, but she felt Jones coming from the right side.
And
intimidation does have a place in this
Jones
game.
is having some fun out there. She's out there smiling.
I'm telling you, intimidation plays a big role in this game. Puerto Rico's going to run some offense now. So Guatemala went back to their man-to-man. I didn't think what do you think about going back to man-to-man? Because I felt the 1-3-1 was pretty successful.
It was a little bit because Puerto Rico was still getting the open shots that they wanted. They had several open threes that they missed that wasn't contested. They hit down 2 before the half, so
Yeah,
it's pick your poison with this Puerto Rico team.
You're absolutely right.
Go man-to-man and have Jones punish you inside, or go to zone and have Rosado punish you on the outside.
Yes, they have a very, very good balanced team in Puerto Rico. A very disciplined team, concentrated team, mentally tough team, and that's what it takes to win a championship. And that's why they medal in the last Centrobasket. So all the rest team, including the Virgin Islands, our favorite team. We got to bring it. See, Guatemala can get an easy one. The big girls are rim running. Their rim gun will be open. Oh, she missed that rim run. Ooh, number 9 was open for that rim run, but you know, all of that come from trust and continuity and understanding that that rim run was wide open. Inside out, box set for Guatemala. This should be a pick-to-picker. Here comes the picker, wide open, and got it with a travel.
And just like that, we're at a 20-point lead right now for Puerto Rico. They can run the score very fast on you.
Very quickly, and if they're making their shots and turning up that defensive pressure, you can say good night very quickly. And this is another wide open 3, and now she's finding her range, and definitely Velasquez got to go out there and guard her.
This Puerto Rican team is going to be tough to beat. When they're clicking on all cylinders, they got it going on. They shoot a high percentage from outside the arc. They got big players inside. They're going to be tough.
Yes, they are. That was a nice possession right there by Guatemala. Good inside-out movement, extra pass, wide open 3. Just a little short, but a second chance opportunity was there. 3 minutes, third quarter. Guatemala at line. Rivas shooting 2. That foul was on Matusi for Puerto Rico. Only her first foul. It's been a very well played game in terms of fouls. See, not a lot of fouls really to talk about. It's very clean, not dirty, not too physical, but both teams playing hard, and it's clean. It's a very clean, well-played game. Here's Solomon.
I've seen some fouls on the Guatemala team, and they haven't done it too much complaining. Well, no complaining at all. A couple of questionable calls I thought should have gone their way.
Look at Solomon with a dipsy dude. This
Look
is what
at
I'm
her.
talking
Look at
about
her.
with this little point guard. She in and out, cross her, and then, oh. I'm telling you,
Got that
she has
ball
some
on a
bop-bop
string.
to her game. That pass was so telegraphed at that time. Placido read that, and here comes Salman again. She's in and out, no look pass. This is gonna be a kick out. Wide open 3. Se va a seguir.
And
Well,
here
they're
they
finding
go.
the range now.
Puerto Rico definitely clicking on all cylinders. They got it going right now. They're in a good rhythm.
Yeah, it's just big shout out to my commentator over there in Puerto Rico. I played 7 years in Puerto Rico, and that's their favorite saying when you shoot those three. Échale, se va, seguir. There's probably no other nations get more fired up from hitting threes than Puerto Rico. They love threes more than dunks. Most nations love the dunks. Puerto Rican love those three. And you know when those tres puntos are going down, the fans go crazy, the gym get electrified.
They definitely love that three ball, and they have a lot of shooters over there that can knock them down.
It's fun to play in Puerto Rico. Fun basketball, especially if you're a shooter. Solomon right back at you, pushing the pace. The defense wasn't even set. First rule of basketball is to stop the basketball. Nice kick ahead. But Puerto Rico is back. A well done pump fake that time by Guatemala.
And once again, Aldana is on the bench.
I don't know about that strategy. I might have to go speak some Spanish to the coach and ask him what's going on with the end of the quarter strategy, leaving your best player on the bench, because it's not working out too well. Normally, the toughest thing in every basketball, you always want to finish out the quarters strong, always. Right now, this one is getting ugly. See, it's 24-point lead right now.
And we still have another quarter to go. Puerto Rico definitely got to be the favorite for this tournament. But, again, that's why we play the game, because anything can happen.
That's right. And we have two of the better teams coming up next. And the host nation, the U.S. Virgin Islands, versus Mexico. And that's going to be
a good one.
A very good game, a heavyweight fight. Both teams are very even.
Went back to the human stat sheet, David Idoli, and he's telling me he thought it was 2002, but he could not find no time that the Virgin Islands women team has beat Mexico.
Wow. That is an amazing stat. Have never beaten Mexico? Wow, I can't believe that. So 2002, 2018, never beaten. First time for everything, see?
Can't wait to see that one coming up next.
Can't
Host
wait.
team, USVI versus Mexico.
Yes, sir. That's beautiful. And one thing you see with Puerto Rico, the spacing is just perfect. All the players are well spaced. They're not clogging the lanes for the penetration. And if Guatemala wants to help, Puerto Rico going to let them pay by bombs away for the three. So it's not just a three-point shooting team. They understand what the defense is giving them, and they're taking it.
.40 seconds left in the quarter. Guatemala with the ball. And they're basically just going one-on-one right now.
Yeah,
no
right
kind
now.
of offensive set. One-on-one, shoot the ball and hope it goes in.
Yeah, right now they lose their poise. And sometimes looking up at the
Salaman
score.
with the shimmy shake.
Yes, sir. She got that bop to bop. And sometimes when you're losing by so many points, players are human and you get selfish sometimes and you just like to say, it's time for me to get mine. But you still got to keep running your offense and believe in your team and keep making the right play. And whatever the score is, that's what it is. But you can't go one-on-one because that lead that you see up there can turn into 60.
Got a double foul just now. Two players kind of tangle up. Referee from Bahamas is on it.
9 seconds remaining in the third. Yeah, Guatemala's bums away now.
Guatemala bench, although they're down 28, they're still into it, still excited. And this is a learning experience for them. Like I said, they're not one of the more dominant teams in this region, but they came here, they're fighting, they're playing hard all the way to the end.
Yes, sir. And talking about this region, the Caribbean region is actually the better region between the Central American and the Caribbean. We have the most dominant teams in this region in terms of the Caribbean, in terms of Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Cuba, the Virgin Islands, Jamaica, and the Bahamas. We have depth in women basketball in the Caribbean region.
Oh,
Oh.
my gosh. Solomon from half court, and she gave them the shimmy.
Extraordinary shot to finish the third, and it's panorama right now. It's crazy. Well, we're back to live action, and we just saw half-court shot at its best, all nets. Nothing is impossible right now for Puerto Rico as they are just flying on all cylinders, see.
Yeah, spectacular end to the third quarter as Solomon, she's very excited and into this game. One of the more energetic players in this tournament.
She gave it a little shoulder shimmy. Really, Puerto Rico is really enjoying their basketball, really enjoying their time here in beautiful St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. And they are enjoying it on and off the court, and they're making it look easy. 30-point game right now. Solomon is out, and guess who's back in? And they're forcing Guatemala to go back into a 2-3 zone. But like I was saying before the break, the Caribbean is really doing an excellent job producing women basketball, as we have totally dominated the Centro in terms of teams. And Cuba is not even here because they already qualified, and Dominican Republic, and you have Jamaica, Bahamas, the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico. That's a lot of teams that's playing at the highest level. So kudos to the CBC area. Keep it going.
Of course, Cuba have always been a dominant force in women's basketball in this region for the last 15, 20 years that I know, and they have been the best team in this region.
Yes, Cuba has definitely dominated this region for many, many years, and they still continue to produce many great players. But as you can see, Puerto Rico has the talent coming. They medal in their last tournament, and they're looking to win this one.
Great penetration just now by Puerto Rico. And again, they can do no wrong right now. Everything going for them.
And they're not letting up now. And that's one thing with FIBA. It's no mercy rules. They're going to keep pushing it. And if you want to go one-on-one, like we mentioned, that 30-point lead can turn into 60, see? So Guatemala right now, it's all about pride. It's all about getting back, playing tough defense. Keep working on your system. And don't go one-on-one. And that's a one-on-one shot right there. And those type of plays will get you blown out, see?
I don't think I've seen Guatemala get in a set the last 5 minutes of this game. Everything is just one-on-one, try to get the shot up.
And against a good team, the help is going to come. So you're not going to go one-on-one and be successful. Look at the extra passing. Look at the movement. And they're still giving up free shot to get a better shot. Skip pass. That's a good defensive play that time. The angle by Santos was not there. She needed to be at the free throw line extended to give a better angle. 9 seconds on the shot clock.
And as a coach, although this game might be over for Guatemala, you want to start working on some things for the next game. Again, it's a round-robin tournament. You're probably not going to win this game, but you never know what could happen with the point system and other teams losing. So this is a good opportunity for them to start working on what they need to get better at for the next game.
Exactly. You don't want to give up too many points. It might be a situation where you need to be finished fourth to go into the medal round, and this game right here with all these points could knock you out. Yeah, I can say this Guatemala team going to give some teams some trouble. I think even though Jamaica has won their first game, Guatemala and Jamaica will be a good matchup. Come a side pick and roll set, and once again, one pass shot. It's not going to get it done. Puerto Rico is going to extend, kick ahead. Now look at they spread the floor. Penetrating kick. You know, they know what they want to do.
And Melendez looked like she loves that baseline, as I've seen her on that baseline several times for the game.
Yes, and that's that fear of that three-point shot. They know she can shoot it, so they're closing out so hard. They're just making themselves open for her to penetrate. Here comes another jump shot, and right now it's easy, free-flowing basketball for Puerto Rico.
Excellent job, too, with the penetration of replacing that player, relocating to get a good shot.
Exactly, and the understanding of the player to know that that person is going to relocate. And look at the help defense. Puerto Rico is not allowing you to go one-on-one.
Another timeout on the floor. We have a scoreboard malfunction. Look like we lost power on the score, but there we go. It's back up.
Out of bounds on the for Guatemala. Problem with the shot clock, didn't start. A little issue with the shot clock. Probably should have been side out. The ball already came in, but yeah, okay. You know, I'm on top of this. See, we're basketball players. We know what's going on.
Referee's right on top of it.
And we're set up in another box set. There should be a cross screen. Here comes the down screen. Something is wrong with the shot clock.
It's not moving.
Here comes the high screen.
Back to action. I think we got it now.
Puerto Rico now on the push. Look at that, 3-on-1 break. They are not letting up. Rosado puts up a three. And it's raining threes, see, it's raining threes. We are seeing basketball at the highest level right now.
Rosada gotta be one of the top shooters in this tournament. She shoots the ball with a lot of confidence.
Puerto Rico gonna substitute the whole team. A side out for Guatemala. Aldana still being double teamed. Velasquez tried that Dirk Nowitzki fadeaway, one-step fadeaway. That was
Beautiful
nice.
Shot.
Guatemala stays in the 2-3 zone. Extra pass in the corner.
Look at the ball movement.
Yeah.
One side of the floor to the other. That one was from deep.
That was a deep three.
Look at the IQ. She had an open three. She just pulled it up.
Run some
Set
clock,
the
run some
offense up.
time. That's a tough shot right there. Well, 5 minutes remaining in this game.
Another one-on-one move. Guatemala just doing anything they can right now to get that ball to go in the basket. Not running any sets, any offense. It's basically one-on-one and jacking the ball up.
On the other hand, Puerto Rico keeps moving the ball, keeps spreading it around. Turnover right there. I definitely have to have a conversation with the coach. Why is he putting his best player on the bench?
And you don't want to get in a foot race with her because you're not going to win that.
She's fast. She is fast. Nice skip pass. Here comes another three. Second chance opportunity for Puerto Rico. Another three.
Yay, Charlie.
And it surely goes down. Smooth. Guatemala go double high ball screen. Once again trapped. Another turnover, see.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done if you're playing this Puerto Rico team. You have to take care of the ball, cherish the ball. They are too good of a team.
So we have seen them for 2 games, see. Have you seen any weakness in Puerto Rico that some of these teams can
I
exploit?
honestly have not. They have all the tools of a great team. They have great ball handlers. They have good inside players. They have shooters. Their offense flows. They have spacing, great defense. I haven't found one weakness on this team. It's going to be very, very difficult to beat this team.
They are very tough.
Even when Guatemala gets them down to the last second of the shot clock, they still get a good shot off. There goes Aldana. Great penetration and kick. Great offense that time by the Guatemala team that they was able to get penetration and kick for the wide open three.
Straight on three-pointer. That's her shot right there. She's been shooting it the whole game. Duck in. It should be a kick out. She's triple team, but try to get it up somehow.
And there she goes.
3-and-1 break. No look.
Oh, good
Beautiful.
no-look pass.
Beautiful.
She definitely has a high basketball IQ. She knows the game. Don't have much help. But she's continuing to fight to the end of this game. Swing pass to Placido. Oh, Placido got charred in the air. Puerto Rico keeping their foot on the gas. They not only have a great starting five, when they have players coming off the bench that it's just high energy. Like I said, it's going to be tough to beat this team, but it can be done.
Yes, I mean, nothing is impossible. You definitely can dribble drive on them a bit with some athleticism. You can take it to them. But your number one priority against Puerto Rico, you have to get back on defense, and you have to recognize shooters. You got to get back because Rosado and Salmon, they push that ball up to try to get some easy baskets. So your number one priority is getting back on defense.
Don't forget, coming up next, home country, home team, U.S. Virgin Islands will be facing Mexico, a team that they have never beat in international competition.
Never, never?
Never, ever. It's an unbelievable stat.
It's the first time for everything. Mexico
team has been around for a while, and they have been very successful. So that was very surprising to me to find out that they have never beaten Mexico in international competition in women's basketball.
It's the first time for everything, Mexico. That game is next. Don't miss it. Nice dive. The Puerto Rico, even though it's 1 minute left in the game, it's all out of reach. They are still running their stuff, and that's what you call a disciplined, mentally tough team. They are going to play their game all the way through.
And look at this. We have the international Latin American baseball team going on, and Mexico was one of the teams, and they are just now filing in the gym to cheer on their home team.
Uh-oh. That is good to see. The Mexicans are here.
I saw the M's on their hat. I saw it. I know what that M stands for.
Hopefully the Virgin Island crowd, we're going to outnumber them. Because you know the Mexican crowd, they travel in bunches.
Some of the team spirits for some of these countries is unbelievable. You have known, you've played international balls. They bring out the pots, they bring out the pans, they bring out everything.
The whistle, the bells.
And they are loud.
Oh, man.
That's one thing I could say I never really saw here. 2002, the crowd was pretty loud and pretty live, but it's like that every day in Puerto Rico, in Dominican Republic,
in Mexico,
all these different
Venezuela.
countries, for all their sports, they really come out and support.
No
and
matter
they
if their
could be
team are
losing
playing or
by
not.
50 points, and they're still loud and cheering.
No matter if the team is winning, no matter if the team is from with their country, they're still going to come out and support basketball. And Hopefully we will get to that level right here in the Virgin Islands. And hopefully we get to the finals and we'll have a packed, nice gym.
I'm calling it now. I'm calling it. I'm saying this gym is going to be packed for the U.S. Virgin Islands if they make it to the championship game.
Yeah, I second that with you. I definitely believe it.
25 seconds left in this competition.
And
Puerto Rico 85, Guatemala 52.
And it's durable. It's one game at a time, and it starts tonight. The Virgin Islands can prevail over Mexico. We have a strong chance to put our foot in. So tonight's game is very important. And it's a round-robin tournament. You definitely want to beat the tough of the teams. And thus far, the three toughest teams that I've seen thus far is Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and Mexico. So two of the better teams are coming up next. See, should be a great one.
20 seconds left on the game. Here comes Aldana. Sets up the offense down on the baseline to the left. Cross corner pitch. Goes up for the three. Splash.
Se va a seguir. Goes down. Puerto Rico is just going to hold this one back. Not going to go for the mercy rule. And they're dominant enough. The first two games, they've won easily in double figures. Well, see, your final thoughts.
Another great showing by Puerto Rico. They have all the teams. They look very good on offense. Spacing was good. Another great showing. For Guatemala, they came out hard, started the game pretty good. Was not able to continue it. I mean, they was overmanned by this Puerto Rican team, but look for them to continue building on what they have. Coming up next, it's the host team, the U.S. Virgin Islands versus Mexico.